Hello everyone, today I will introduce to you the time limit unlocking term protection. Many customers will use, especially when it's difficult to collect money. This function can be achieved a purpose of installment payment in different time periods. An encryption process can be performed on the device. For example, we give the equipment to the customer. The client only gives us a down payment. The rest will be given in stages. But when the time comes, the customer didn't pay. It would be very troublesome if we go to collect money, and this function is to give the debit collector a business means. Let's take a look at this function. First, we double-click the term protection. We can tick the lifetime protection. After ticking, we can see that there is a password level in this place. It has 12. That is to say, we can divide it into 12 periods, set 12 passwords respectively. Give me an installment and I will give you a password. Give me another installment and I will give you another password. We unlock the lock until it's over. If we set 3 periods, here we can change the corresponding time respectively. For example, on the 28th, use password is 1. Number 29, password is 2. Day 13th, password is 3. That is to say, when the corresponding time, we will lock the screen. That is to say, you can no longer operate the screen. Here is a picture. This picture, corresponding to a screen we want to pop up, probably means. Let's take a look at this pop-up screen. This is the place. Then at this point, the screen that pops up when the time comes. It can show which period of protection is currently in. Here's one that we can see with a bit. And some alarm, for example, and fun folio. Please contact the factory. OK, click OK. Here we can leave the contact information of manufacturer. Here we can leave the QR code, which is the QR code for payment. If he paid, then we can give him the password. Then he enters the password here. We can use it normally. If the customer sends all the money at once, we need to remove this feature. We can use the super password. We check the super password here and enter the password 123. As long as the customer enters 123 into the password field, he will unlock all deadlines. Then members are used to watch videos, right? Then it will remind you before the expiration. It's about the expire. If you check this one, our screen will also remind you 3 days in advance. That is to say, in this first period of time, give you a remind 3 days in advance. A pop-up window reminds you should renew when it expires. Then this window can of course be closed. This is the permit expired. The many manufacturers generally is to implement this function on the PLC. That is to say, write a program on the PLC, but it's more troublesome to write a program on the PLC. Moreover, locking the PLC has a greater impact on the equipment. So we do this on the screen. We can lock screen. Of course, we can also lock the PLC. Let's look at this. For example, if we check to open the screen password trigger, I just pop up this page, we will trigger this address. For example, we trigger with 0.0. We trigger with 0.0, we mean purple. This When this screen pops up, we set v 0.0 to 1. Then we view v 0.0 with a certain function. For example, we can disable one of your frames. A glitch has occurred but is not fatal. This will trigger an alarm. If, say, you entered a password, we put the password in. We will trigger another address. For example, we triggered another address. Then this address is associated with the address. He can cancel this alarm, then that is to say your device. Once you enter this password screen, you trigger the alarm. Once you exit this password screen, you will cancel the alarm. Then, some equipment is not directly given to our customers. Some are for middlemen, but our projects are generally not given to middlemen. So this middleman is required. The corresponding deadline can be modified on the screen, time and password. Then you can look at this window. In this window, for example, a user with a certain authority to log in. You can modify your about this installment password and your installment time. This is a very complete function. This is our term protection. We can see that it's the first maintenance period. For your purpose of this window, we enter this password here and the unlock password as 1. Click OK to unlock and then we wait for the next time. Here we can enter the associated password. Okay, this comes out. We can modify here corresponding installment password and installment time. Well, now it's the second installment glitch that pops up. We enter the password for the second time. This time we will enter the super password. Click OK. Will or cancel all alarms. This is installment payment. This is our term protection function.